Welcome to The Right Approach, sponsored by Cascades Golf Course. My guest today is the 2024 Lyle Ambs champion, Cody Lysher. Thanks for being here, Cody.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So, Cody, your first win in probably 7 or so years, first major win, I should say.
Yep. Yeah, it's been a while. I think, the Tournament Champions was 3 years ago, so just holding a trophy in general has been quite a few years.
You've had a lot of close calls, though, so what kind of got you over the hump? As we were talking a little bit earlier, you said you think you found something with your putting this year, which I know over the last couple of years, your putting has been your kind of your bugaboo. So what did you find with your putting?
Yeah, no, great question. I think, for me, it's always really good ball striking. It really comes down to making those putts. And this time I finally found the right design putter for a natural flow and finally got to a point where I know I just need to line it up and hit it naturally. There's no more worrying, no more thinking too much into it. It's a matter of just letting your actual natural instincts take over.
Yeah, having a little bit of trust. Yeah, which I know, I struggle with my putting, and when you're putting bad, that's the hardest thing to overcome, is just to have the confidence to just go up there saying, all right, I can make this putt, and just stroke it.
Yep.
You start thinking too much and then things can go south quick.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's really been a game changer to just actually go through a routine, line up, and then just accept the outcome of the putt. A lot of the times it's always thinking of missing the putt, what's got to be next, coming back, and things like that. Quit worrying about those things. Just line the putt up, hit it. If it goes in, and move on.
So now the strength of your game is your distance off the tee, which, you want to, what year did you graduate high school?
2013.
Okay, 2013, you went to Napoleon High School.
Oh, yeah.
I was teaching at Napoleon at the time,
Yep.
and I helped out a little bit with the golf team. And I remember playing a couple rounds with you when you were on the high school golf team. You were not long then at all.
Not as long as I am now.
I was way longer than you were. So what did you do kind of post high school to kind of gain that distance?
Yeah, no, I think, in high school I was a pretty good golfer, but it wasn't the distance. But finally got into, more lifting and athletics and just becoming an athlete. Once I got to college, you see the aspects of speed and really just using everything in your knowledge to gain that kind of speed. And it was just speed training, lifting, flexibility and stretching and things like that. And throughout college, I gained tremendous distance. And even now, as I stick to more fundamentals as I'm getting older, it's a lot more stretching and just making sure I'm loose. But to continue to gain speed is a very big advantage in our game nowadays. Oh,
absolutely. Now, do you still work on speed now, or kind of once you got there, you kind of like, all right, I've got the speed, now I'll work on other things, or do you continue to do that speed training?
Yeah, great question. I think mainly a lot more speed training earlier. I think nowadays it's a lot more maintaining. There was a fine line between putting too much towards speed. You see it with Bryson DeChambeau, where he went out and did the long drive stuff, and he found where he was reaching a point where it was too much speed, too much spin, and really needed to back it down and find that happy medium where you're using the distance to your advantage, but you're not losing the accuracy.
Sure.
So a lot more now is just revolved around keeping those fundamentals and making sure I'm grounded in the speed that I have. There's always an extra gear, but it's a matter of utilizing it to make sure you're in play.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so pivoting back to the Lyle Ambs, in the finals, you defeated Todd Marston, who obviously, one of Jackson's great amateur players.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of towards the end of his career, but he's a Michigan Am champion.
Oh, yeah.
So I assume you probably had a big advantage in the distance category against Todd.
Yeah, the thing in Jackson golf is we have a lot of great players. I mean, it's one of the hardest areas to win in, and a lot of seasoned vets who have won a lot of tournaments. Yeah. For me, it's always been a distance advantage, but closing the deal and beating some of these veteran guys who are majors, winners of big events like the Michigan Am, is really hard. And to get over that hill, it's taking advantage of the wedges and putting and things like that. I've always had the distance advantage, but they seem to neutralize it by making more putts or, wedging it closer than me. So it's one of those things. I was just happy to finally, win that event. Todd's a great player, and to beat him is an awesome feat.
Yeah, like you said, Michigan Am champion, Jackson Golf Hall of Famer, and Todd's such a great competitor. great iron player, great
Oh, yeah.
wedge player, really good around the greens, can make a lot of putts. So he's a tough opponent to beat.
Oh yeah, yep, I agree with that. I think you know, I had a lot of time playing and meeting with the guys in Jackson, and again, like I said, it's a matter of it is rewarding and nice to know that you can compete with some of the all-time great players, and to beat them is really rewarding in Jackson. You know, hopefully one day I can etch my name into that Hall of Fame, and you know, I got many more tournaments to go there, but and a lot more years, but it's a goal of mine.
Absolutely. Well, you definitely can reach it if you stick to it. So the Lyle Ambs a match play tournament. So it's kind of unique that, you know, just a few weeks ago was the city championship match play tournament out at the country club. And then the next weekend we start the Lyle Ambs, another match play tournament out at Sharp Park. So I know this is your first match play tournament win. Do you enjoy match play tournaments? How do you kind of compare match play tournaments to stroke play?
Yeah, great question. I think match play is something I've never been the most equipped to, because it really comes down to many days of golf, and with those many days you really need to make sure your short game and putting is in line. And for me, it's always been driver and making sure it's on, and long game, so I'm always do well in stroke play, just because 2 days I can focus, make sure I hit the ball really well, and I can score from those opportunities. When it comes to the match play, it's that off day, you need your short game and putting to save you.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
you know, finally, I've been working hard and wanting to know that I can win in match play. It's very rewarding to win in that format, because you can show yourself that you're not just having a good day, you are extending it and making sure you know how to save a round or play well when you're not hitting the ball well, and make a few putts down the stretch and get the win that way. So I think you know, match play is more rewarding to me. I think it's really, you know, it comes down to the luck of the draw, but it's also, you need to play the best you can, and you're going to keep playing in the conditions, and it's definitely something I'm happy to have won.
Yeah. And now the Lyle Ambs is different than the city championship, because it's only a 16-man bracket, so it's actually really difficult to even qualify for the championship flight, because there's only 16 spots, and there's a lot of good players here in town.
Yeah, that qualifier was it was a tough, you know, qualifier. I think we had a lot more people play this year, and really when it come down to it, you know, I shot 71, but there were 7 other of us that shot that same score, and just to get into that championship bracket was a feat in itself.
Yeah.
So, you know, just getting into the bracket, you're playing a lot of good golfers, and it was a lot of good competition to get that trophy.
Yeah, and then when it comes to the match play, you play 2 rounds on Saturday and then 2 rounds on Sunday. So you're actually playing 36 holes 2 days in a row, so that's quite a grind as well.
Yeah. Compared to the city, you know, you play one day, you know, match and go to the next day, and it's a grueling week because you're playing, you know, 6-7 times. But to play a lot of golf in one weekend is a pretty tough test, especially when it was wet and it ended up being, you know, windy and rainy on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, again, congratulations on the win, Cody.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to play the second hole out at Cascades, which is a par 5. So we're going to see a little bit of Cody's speed and his driver distance.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Right Approach. Cody and I are out here on the second hole at Cascades Golf Course, 530-yard par 5. Although it is uphill, so it plays longer than that. Cody, I know you've got the distance to reach it in 2, so let's see that big driver. We'll see if you can get home in 2.
Perfect. Yeah, no, it's driver's the name of the game on these par 5s. You know, this hole always sets up a little bit unique for my draw. I definitely say I got to start a little farther than I normally want, but we got these trees on the right that mess with your vision. See if I can get one good out here and give us a good opportunity to score on this par 5.
Oh, great ball there, Cody. That was a good one.
That was a really good ball.
Thanks.
Great swing.
Rare for me.
That was a great swing. Okay.
You only hit it 25 yards past me, so
You hit a great ball.
I'm quite happy with that. But I've got 230 in. We got a blue flag back at the green, so I'm gonna try and hit my 3 hybrid and see if I can get it back there.
Awesome.
I'll hit that a little fat, so I'm not gonna get there, but
Nope. As long as it stays right there.
should be an okay place to try and get up and down.
Yep.
I'll take it.
So we got about 206 here.
You say
Uphill, downwind. I'm gonna play at about 200.
sounds about right.
Okay.
What are you hitting?
We're gonna hit a nice 7.
Okay, I hit hybrid and you're hitting 7-iron in.
Yep.
Not fair, Cody, not fair.
Well, typically sitting back there with that back pin, I don't want to be too aggressive, but I want to be able to give myself a nice look at it. Typically, I'll play it about 5, maybe 10 yards shorter
yeah.
than that pin, just to give me the best scoring opportunity.
Yep, that's smart.
So that's why from 206, I'll take this nice 7. Try to give us a good look here at Eagle. Needed
It's
to get
not a
up
good
little
line.
bit. Yeah, we didn't catch all of it, but we're up here near the front.
Say, hit that bank just in front of the green, it just killed it.
Yep, I mean, it had another 2 yards. It would have been rolled up there to a nice about 25 footer, but we got a nice little chip right from the front.
Yeah, great place to chip from.
Oh, yeah. If only I caught all of it. That's why I hit the 7.
All right,
Yeah.
Cody, just off the front of the green, but great place to chip from.
Yeah, I mean, right up at it, like I said, I chose the less club just so that we wouldn't bring in as much trouble. You know, this gives me the perfect scoring opportunity. I like to typically come in from a little lower. I got my 54 degree just to kind of
Little
drop
bump
the
and
ball
run.
lower.
Yeah.
Yep. Got this slope here, so I'll drive it into a little bit and let it release up to the hole. And typically I'd rather putt from a little right and possibly a little short of that pin, so I can have
absolutely.
an uphill stroke.
All right, get it close. Yeah, looks pretty good. Hit it, hit it. Ooh, great
so
shot,
close.
Cody.
Thank you.
All right, you pretty much got your birdie locked in there. Great shot. Well, I hit my approach shot heavy. I thought I'd be short of the green, but I actually made it up to about pin high here, but in the bunker. Not the place you want to come in from to try and get up and down from birdie. But we'll see what we can do. Spin, spin.
Oh,
Hit your ball.
that works.
Yep. Didn't quite get enough spin on it, but I'll take it. Got a birdie putt. All right, Cody, got about a 15-footer, little right to left break off the fringe.
Great opportunity on this hole to knock one in.
Not quite high enough, but I'll take my par.
Great putt. Yeah, now get in here.
All right, knock in that birdie, Cody.
Typically don't want to spend too much time thinking about it. Bringing a lot more issues. You got to stay focused, and like I said on the tee when we were discussing this year, it's been a lot more once you commit to the line. It's a matter of picking it and trusting my stroke and accepting the outcome.
Yep. Great birdie, Cody.
Thank you. Thanks for
Drive
playing
or
with me.
7-iron, make it look easy.
Sometimes that's golf.
Hey, thanks for being on the show, Cody. And again, congratulations on that Lyle Ambs victory.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And thanks for watching The Right Approach, brought to you by Cascades Golf Course.